Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to show you this really pretty gold smoky eye with a little bit of color. I am using the Pérsona Cosmetics palette. Really pretty. It has gorgeous colors. So what I have done is I've actually done one side, and I do have lashes on today, so I've done one side, and I've done my brows, and I have done my foundation, concealer, and some powder. So I will finish off the rest of the face with you guys, as well as doing this eye. So I've already primed my eye and by using concealer, and I've put some powder on there. So I am going to jump right in to the eye look. So I am going to grab the color Humble, which is just like a peachy pink shade. It's just really nice to kind of put all over your crease in your lid, just to help make everything blend really nice. I'm using the Sigma E40, it's a blending brush. Then I am going to go in with the Sigma E35, and I'm going to blend Charming and Audacious, so the brown and like the kind of burnt orange. And I'm going to kind of close my eyes but keep it open a little, and I'm just going to go in windshield wiper motions, back and forth, staying in the crease, and then once there's most of the product is out of the brush or off the brush, I will then blend my way upwards towards the brow. So kind of looks like that. Gonna grab a little bit more, and again do the same thing. So put it through the crease first, windshield wiper motions, kind of pretty much closing the eye but keeping a little bit open. And then once there's pretty much no product left, I'm just going to start blending it up. So this is our crease. Then what I am going to do is grab the Sigma E47, and I'm gonna go into Sassy. It's like a pretty silvery champagne, and I'm just going to put it in the inner corner of my eye, blend it a little bit up and blend it a little bit down. Okay, I'm going to take E25 blending brush, and I'm going to dip into Fearless. It's a really dark chocolatey brown. I'm going to tap off some of the excess, and I'm just going to pat this on my eye. And the reason why I'm not using a dense brush, the reason why I'm using a more fluffy brush, is because I want the darkness of this color, but I really want it to look soft. Like, I don't want it to look super harsh. So I'm just going to keep patting all over the lid until I build it up to what I want. And I'm going this way so that I can get to the lash line. Going all the way into the inner corner of the eye, but making sure I still keep that nice highlight shade. Okay, then back with my E35, I'm going to blend my crease with the brown to make sure it's all soft and equal, the same, blends really nice into a gradient. Now I'm just going to take a little bit more of the Fearless dark shade, and I'm just going to quickly touch up and just blend one more time. I just want to deepen right at the lash root. I just want to make sure this is going in nicely into the dark, so that's it. Okay, so this is what we have so far. What I am going to do is grab my concealer, and I'm going to put some just on the back of my hand like that. And I'm going to take my ring finger, pick up some, and I'm just going to place it right in the center and blend up. And what we're going to do is kind of create a spotlight, so like a halo. Okay, so this is what it will look like, and I'm going to grab the color Gold Digger, which is like a really pretty gold, super pigmented, and I'm just going to tap it right in the center like that, making sure that I'm not losing the dark on either side. So now that I've tapped it, I'm going to go back in with my E25, pick up a little bit more of that dark Fearless, and just kind of start to blend it out. So there, I notice how I have two sides. So one side has the color. So I'm just going to first tap it, okay, to get that color back. And I'm going to use the other side just to blend it out where there's no additional product. I'm going to pull the black into the gold. And then I'm going to grab the E35 and just blend it in the crease. Okay, so this is what we have. Now I want to add, if you notice, there's like a little bit of kind of sparkle. So what I want to do is on top of this, I'm going to add Tom Ford. It is their cream and powder eye color in the Sun Worship number 7. So it looks like that. And I'm just going to grab some, again, on my ring finger into the product. So you can see it's like a sheer but sparkly. And I'm just going to dab it all over the eyelid. Just pick up a little bit more and just dab it. So it kind of all looks sparkly, but the spotlight is really in the center there. All right, so now we're going to grab a Marc Jacobs eyeliner pencil. This is in the color, it's brown, it's Earthquake. And I'm going to line the inner rim of my eye. I thought it was a fluff, but it's an eyelash going down. And I'm gonna make sure, oops, that it's super dark in here because I'm going to be adding false lashes. Okay, and then I'm going to grab another brush. It's just like a fluffy brush just to add it to the inner rim of my eye. Okay, and the reason why I use a brush is because I don't want to smudge or disrupt anything that I did under my eyes with my concealer. I'm going to take a little bit of the liner and just line right underneath the eye. Okay, and then we're going to grab Sigma Short Shader E20, and I'm going to pick up Charming and Audacious again. So I'm not going to take Fearless because I don't want it to be super dark since I've already added that liner. And I'm just going to smudge out the liner with those two colors. Okay, making sure I'm connecting it to the top, but not going to, and I still want to keep it bright there. So I'm going to take this brush again. I have no idea, there's no name on it, it's super old, and I'm just going to wipe away, swipe anything that may have fallen, which there is actually not a lot of fallout. Then I'm just going to grab my beauty blender, which I used today, and I'm just gonna, whatever's left over, kind of clean up where my blending was, just to make sure it's nice and blended. Okay, so now it is time for lashes. So we're going to first prime with mascara. I am using the Shock mascara. And I'm not curling my lashes because I'm applying false lashes. And I'm not adding many coats because, again, I'm adding false lashes, so I don't need to do any extra steps, but just add some mascara. So the lashes I am using are Demi Wispies by Ardell. So I have the lash here. I'm just going to first make sure that it's bent to my eye shape. I don't need to cut it or anything. And I'm using velour lash glue or lash adhesive in black. I like this one because A, it's black, and B, you don't have to wait to put it on. So I actually put it on with my fingers first. I keep my eye open, but I look down. I hope I get this on camera. Okay, so I've placed the lash. Just gonna pull it into the end. And then on the inner. And what I do right away is I grab tweezers and I'm just dragging it down, making sure it's right at my lash line. And then just going to snap them together to make sure that they are adhesive with my lashes with the tweezers. Like that. One of my lashes got caught with my false lashes. Okay, so I'm just going to grab the black liner one more time, and I just want to connect my inner rim with my false lash so you don't see where it starts or stops. All right, so eyes are done. Let's move on to the face. So today I am going to use to contour the Clinique Chubby Stick Cream Contour. Just gonna place it right below my cheekbone, a little bit on the side, under here, just very little down the sides of my nose. And to blend it out, I'm going to take my beauty blender. Okay, I always start under my lip because sometimes I forget to blend it out. Blend out my chin, my nose. So on my nose, because I find my product or my makeup breaks up the most there, I don't like to rub. Once I've set it, I just press it in. Okay, and just pressing in the forehead, and now the cheek. I'm just patting it in. Okay, now we're gonna go in with some bronzer, and I am using the Kiko Cosmetics bronzer. It's called Summer 2.0 Baked Bronzer in 01 Celebration Honey. It's really pretty. I actually haven't used it yet. I do own one, but I broke it, so I got another one. And the bronzer brush I am going to use is my Sigma Tapered Face F25, just picking some up. Okay, and I'm just gonna go down from my ear to my cheek, but not dragging it all the way down. Wow, it's a really pretty bronzer. My forehead. My chin and down my neck. Okay, I'm just gonna use the same brush, pinch it, grab a little bit of product and just go down. The sides of my nose. And I just want to connect it to the side here. So for blush today, just want to add a little bit more down here onto the cheek. Kind of want it to also act like a blush today, because I do have a smoky eye going on. So for blush, I'm going to use the Nars Illuminator in Orgasm. I'm going to use it as a blush today. It is a highlight, but since I'm pretty light, I'm going to try it out as a blush. So I'm just going to take a little bit on my finger, smile, go up, other side. And I'm just going right above my bronzer. I'm going to take my beauty blender and dab it in. So it's pretty because it gives a little bit of color, but it's still shimmery. Putting it right on my cheeks. I'm going up. And then for highlight today, I am going to use the Hefty Highlight 01 by Clinique Chubby Stick, little duo. Looks like that. And I'm actually going to first just warm up the product on my hand. And then I'm going to get my beauty blender, get it on my beauty blender, and put it on the high points of my face. Really pretty. And just above my forehead. Other side. And on the other side of my cheek. My beauty blender is getting a little dry, so what I'm going to do is spray some Mario Badescu just right on it to moisten it up again. Get more on my brush, or my beauty blender. Let's go back in. My nose. You can put this directly on your face, but I don't want to kind of smudge or ruin any work that I did.